Hello and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play video of our Saga of the Sun and Scale, where, as usual, we're completely inappropriate. And with that, I'm going to pass it off to Mr. Mike Lawson, our game master for this game.
Hello, everybody. Last week was eventful. I don't remember much besides dying laughing because of the just brutal diplomatic relations with a poor halfling carriage driver by the name of Moss Rasmussen. Could have been your best friend. Could have been your homie, but you made him pee his pants, and then threw him in the back of the wagon to clean off.
Fixed it.
You guys did fix the wagon and sent him on his way. Cinder was hungover and then concussed. But as we ended last session, it was midday, and you had just entered the small town that is known as Biston. Almost to Corvosa. You are now in Corvosan territory.
Is Biston like a village or a full town?
It's a small town. It's got about 286 people. It's actually built along some ancient cliff structures.
I like that you said about and then gave a specific number. About 286.
I mean, give or take a murder.
Another town with murders. This is getting crazy.
I mean, it's rough and tumble landscape out there.
So we are in Biston. Oh yeah, the Biston Tea Party. That's right.
There's a strong harpy motif around town due to the harpies that used to live in the tunnels, as well as the troglodytes who also live deeper in the tunnels that the founder of Biston, Jenny Biston, cleared out.
Jenny?
It's Jenny, Jhenni. I have the wiki pulled up on my screen.
Wowzers.
Because I come prepared for you people.
I appreciate that.
I mean, it could be named anybody, and somebody's just like, I'm going to change this to Jenny Biston.
Right.
Jenny from the block.
Right.
Jenny from the Biston, actually.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, can we find a inn? It's midday, you said, right?
Yeah, it's midday, so you could either keep pushing through, get another half day of travel in.
Where are we going to next? Are we going to Abkin?
Melfesh.
We're going to Melfesh. Okay.
From Melfesh, you're going to ford the river and head down to Besselwith. From there, it's to Palin's Cove, then to Veldrin, then to Corvosa. And then from Corvosa into the Bloodsworn Vale.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is a lovely pass to get to Nermathis.
Do we remember to have them, bill us by the mile like truck drivers? Because, good God.
Well, I don't think I need anything from town, but does anybody else want to stop?
I don't have any.
I'm good.
I said we just keep moving.
You mean there might be people that are being accosted by some weird 5-limbed monster thing here? I don't know.
Fender, are you okay, bud?
That's that concussion, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be the concussion.
Halfling in a drunken blur. I don't quite. Was that a dream or did that actually happen?
No, it was,
I don't know what
No,
you're
that was-
talking about. So
Yeah.
that was a dream.
Yeah.
So let me tell you the story.
Here we go.
You see, we were all asleep, minding our own business. Sergeant Flint was on guard duty. when from out of the darkness comes this harmless little halfling. He's even smaller than we are. Sender.
Oh. Does he have a pituitary gland problem?
I think it's just because he's a halfling. Anyway, so there he was, coming up, seeking our help. The help of tried and true heroes.
Yeah, we got some murder.
And then Sarge made him piss himself.
Yeah, officer of the peace.
To be fair, I'm retired, and we just got done fighting 18 bandits half a mile that way.
Fair. None of the rest of us acted that way.
That's because you were asleep.
Well, I woke up soon enough when you were screaming at a little halfling.
I mean,
It worked.
she makes a fair point.
Can we just revisit law enforcement brutality once again?
Sure, take it up with somebody in law
Yeah.
enforcement.
Now, was this retirement like is this an early retirement, like an opt out?
Was it a forced retirement?
I put my 30 years in.
Right.
He didn't say no.
All right. Did he say anything
So-
at all? Or did he just scream?
Yeah, I
screamed.
just walked up and screamed at him. Yep,
We stopped him.
That's exactly how it happened.
He got mad. He threw him in the back of the wagon. I'm pretty sure that he wasn't aiming for you, but he was mad. And just chucked him in the back of the wagon, and the halfling skull met your skull. Your skull kind of won, and then you got a concussion. And then we
So
helped the
you're-
halfling. The rest of us helped the halfling fix his wagon.
But I hung out at camp and protected you, Cinder, because I knew you were ill.
Oh,
You'd been puking all day.
that reminds me.
Piggyback.
You guys have a pile of stuff in the wagon from.
Are piggyback rides on the table?
So this pile of stuff in the wagon.
If you're not feeling it, I'll give you one.
What if I just
Whatever
what if-
foreplay you guys do is cool.
If you're quiet, I will give you one for as long as you want.
Kristen's got a mouse in her office, so she freaks out. It's okay.
It's just a mouse. It can't
I
hurt
don't-
you.
I don't understand what sort of foreplay is going on at the table over there.
I don't know either.
I like it though. I
He
mean,
asked about a piggyback ride, and I said if he was quiet, I would happily give him a piggyback ride wherever,
Or-
whenever, as long as he is quiet.
That's
Hey,
Dwarven
go
for
on.
pegging.
All right.
Pocket,
that sounds like a yes.
noises.
Yeah.
I mean, normal people call it doggy style, but hey, I don't judge.
No,
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a goblin.
Well,
Yikes.
How would you
No.
So, anyways, pile of stuff in our wagon.
I mean, with the
Pathfinder,
way
yeah.
with the way heritages work, there can be like half elf goblins now.
Uh,
That'd be a dwarf.
half dwarf goblins.
I
Can anyone imagine that combination? Because I can't.
You know how thick
No
their
offense.
head would be?
That's just
I mean, I could ask
I
Will
imagine
to see if he could come
Mahomes
up with a
would
half goblin dwarf.
I just imagine like that sickly.
Just
like,
to be clear,
maybe
Cinder,
like a jaundiced color of skin.
Just to be
and this
clear,
ratty beard.
Cinder.
And this.
All right, piggyback rides are off the table now, but also that was never on the table.
Oh no, poor guy.
Wow. Wow.
But
All right.
yeah, you guys had a pile of loot that of trade goods that you picked up from those bandits.
Oh, we did want to sell that. didn't
Oh,
we?
yeah.
The small town could profit from that, I'm sure.
bloody armor and broken weapons.
No, it was actual like trade goods. The bandits were robbing traders going through town or through the pass.
They found like a hunk of silver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some raw mined silver in there, general trade goods.
So, how do you know that these goods don't belong to the good folks of Bristone?
I think the sign said Biston, but we don't, so we can stop and ask. I like that it's French in your brain. Briston.
Bristone.
It's like Gaston.
The name's right there on the screen,
That's what
right in the
It's-
middle.
Dice.
Let me scoot in for you so that way you can see it a little more clearly.
You have that much of a concussion that you're French now?
We? That's what I say during a piggyback ride. We.
I.
That's what the halfling said when the half-orc picked him up and screamed in his face, too.
He didn't quite say it other than just have it appear. We.
Yeah, he summoned we.
Summon we won.
I believe the halfling was yeeted.
Well, in the past tense, he's now been yoked.
Yoked.
To smite and to smote. To
All right, so can we sell these goods off at this town?
Yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take probably the rest of the afternoon to line up a buyer for it all.
That's fine. We could take a day off the road.
Because, I mean, it is
Cinder does have
a lot of trade goods.
after
Yes.
all.
So there is a small inn there.
Find some essential oils for Cinder's headache.
You got a crystal I can insert into my body to help with my. Yeah.
I go and I pick up just a rock off the road. Here you go. And I just chuck it at you.
That seems like some homeopathic.
Oh, now you get to chuck stuff. Oh, but
Well, I'm
when
not
I
chucking
do
an
it,
actual person.
Trying to worsen his concussion.
nope, it's fine. When I do it, I'm a bad guy.
Well, it was a person and then an inanimate object.
That could have been somebody's pet rock.
Don't you worship the earth? Didn't you just throw a chunk of your mother?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a compliment in dwarven culture.
Kick rocks.
There is 2 inns in town. There's the Minstrel's Blade and the Spear of Ice.
I want to stay there.
Yeah, the Spear Ice sounds like a pretty cool place.
I'll stay in the other.
Smearing off ice. I like it.
Yeah, that
Why
works.
do you hate me so?
I don't hate you.
Are you sure?
You just talk a lot.
I talk because people don't listen.
I think you talk over people listening.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What'd you say?
The Spear of Ice is a much nicer inn, so it'll cost 1 gold piece a person a night.
Do we have
sell them? What if we sell them goods?
Oh, they're not buying the goods. That would be the general store.
And what about the Bard's Buckler? What
The
was it?
Minstrel's Blade, that's a fairly basic inn. It'll be normal book prices for rooms.
We can stay there. We don't need the fancy place, do we? They're probably not going to take me anyways, considering I haven't showered in 63 days.
I could use a bubble bath.
Ugh.
I mean, let's see. Cinder, are you going to the good inn or the normal inn?
You know what? I'll drop the gold for a bubble bath.
Let's see. And at first he looks at you like, do you need assistance? We don't give alms to the poor. And then you pull out your sack of coin and he's like, oh, sir, I apologize.
Yeah. I set it down on the counter with a meaty thunk.
Because that rock that you just put in it, that's the thunk.
That's my new pet rock.
What can I assist you with, sir?
I would like a hot bath bomb. And just spread. Just treat me like you would any other wealthy distinguished guest.
Understood, sir. Where's everybody else going?
Bubble bath.
After I take care of selling stuff off that we don't need, which by the way brings us up to 295 gold. That was.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll go to the Minstrel's Blade. That seems like my kind of place just by the name.
Fair. All right. Percy has gone MIA. Klaus, which inn are you going to?
Yeah, I'll go to the nicer one with the bath too.
Okay, so 1 gold from each of you. Everyone else, it's 1 silver for the night. Jade's going wherever
Oh,
Adira takes her.
I was gonna ask Jade which one she'd like to stay in.
You're buying. I'm just along for the ride.
Well, do you want a bath or do you not want a bath?
I could go for a bath, but I'm sure the Common Inn has one as well.
Yeah. I mean, let's just go to the fancy one. You know, I probably should get clean. Let's just do it. I give her a gold and
We're making sure Cinder stays out of trouble, aren't we?
Probably a good idea. Yeah. He'll, God knows what he'll do there on his own.
I can go down with Cinder. I want to hang out with Cinder.
if there was a place where you could place the rock inside of you, so
Oh, I thought it was some homeopathic medicine. I see you like burning incense and praying to the Earth Mother, so I didn't know if like there were crystals that I had to align to read something like that.
are you gonna do that in your bath?
I don't know. It
These
might-
are separate baths, correct? And keep
Correct. Every room can have a private tub pulled up.
Good luck getting the dirt ring out of that one after she soaks in it for half an hour.
good luck getting that out of your goblin pocket, and I'm just gonna walk to my room.
Oh, okay, so you did go with Cinder?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm with him too.
I'll
Jade,
go
Madeira,
with
and Klaus are at the good one. Percy, are you going to the good inn or the common inn?
One's a fancy, one's not.
The minstrel's blade or the spear of ice?
The Spear of Ice.
All right, so 1 gold from you. So everyone but Merc.
I'll go with Merc too.
Okay.
Because Merc's got to tell his story, and I'm the finale of it. So
It's true. That's true. Now, what's everybody doing? Are we looking for jobs, gathering rumors, just hanging out?
I want to go to the bar and kind of talk to the bartender and see if I can talk to him about any rumors going on.
All right, so that would be a perception check from you.
Okay.
Mark, are you doing your normal performance?
Yep.
Let me see if there's somebody on stage at the moment. There is not. Stage is yours.
23. As I tell the
Very good.
tale of the bandits just don't seem worthy of a tale. They were too easily beaten. So we'll go back to the Hydra.
The Hydra. Nice.
I got a 18 for my perception.
18 your perception. Percy, what are you doing?
I want to talk to people and see if I can get any gossip.
All right. Perception check from you. Madeira.
Are we charged per bath?
No, it's gratis with the room.
I take 5 baths and get most of the dirt off.
That works. That's your evening.
I got a 16.
16? Okay. Cinder, what are you doing?
So it is a quiet evening for Cinder. I light a few candles and I sit in my bath. And every time it gets a little chilly, I just make it boil with my commanding of heating presence. And I just live there until I'm a little green raisin.
You were asked, both of you who are staying in your room are asked if you would like dinner brought up to you. The chef does have steamed dragon and blackberry tart on the menu tonight, but that's going to run 3 gold pieces a serving.
Ooh,
There's also some steamed chicken with mustard and dried dragon fruit, roasted veal and gooseberry tart, boiled eggs and artichokes, and a roasted chicken with buckwheat bread. They got some good food there.
how much is the roasted chicken with buckwheat bread?
Roasted chicken with buckwheat bread will run you a silver piece.
I will take that for dinner.
Look, know how I've already had dragon once, and it gave me the worst case of heartburn that I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with the buckwheat.
Okay, so one
But I
silver
will
for you
definitely.
as well.
Can you bring it in a big wooden bowl so it can float in the bathtub with me?
Of course.
Excellent. And grapes, please.
Do they have grapes?
This is for one goal. They better produce them. They have wine. They have grapes.
They do have grapes.
Wine with less steps. If you don't have grapes, I'll take wine.
They have grapes.
They have grapes.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I will tip the waiter a silver and pay a silver for the buckwheat.
Okay.
I'll tip
Okay.
the. What is Jade eating?
Jade's gonna go with the roasted chicken and buckwheat.
All right, I'll pay for the meals and then tip whatever 20% is.
Well, I just tipped 100% technically.
I mean, 20%, couple copper.
I'll tip more than that. I'll go ahead and give a silver.
Money if I got it.
You guys are treated like royalty because you're also tipping awfully heavy. Merc, you make 5 silver, and you get your choice of dinner. You and Flint get your choice of dinner on the house because they didn't have anyone there, but they have rye porridge, stewed sausage and lentils, boiled parsnip, buckwheat porridge, or roasted mutton.
I'll do the stewed sausage. So there's nobody in the bar area?
Yeah, I mean, there's common folk.
Okay, so I got 1 or 2 things I want to do. First,
Okay.
I don't know what the equivalent would be, but like I want to find the old man that's wearing like the World War II vet hat, that they all do. I want to find that guy at the bar. So just like a general perception for that.
Okay.
So that's a 15 plus 7, so 22 to find the old man, hopefully military-esque.
Yeah, you see a male human who looks like he's known his way around a scrape a time or two in his life.
And then I'll just get a drink from the bar and kind of sit near him. And over the course of the night, I just kind of want to drop hints about like any local, in the upcoming city, anything that might be notable from the warfare side of things. Could I use I've got lore warfare as my check, or diplomacy. Diplomacy's higher, but warfare makes sense.
It's going to be a diplomacy because this isn't actually like strategizing warfare or anything like that. There hasn't been a big war in this area in a while. Now that'll come in handy once you cross the veil into Mathis because they've been at war for a long time.
Okay, so that was a 19 on the diplomacy.
19 on your diplomacy, okay.
Just find any shrines or anything battlefield-esque. Just learn something about the area.
Let's see. All right. Klaus made his check. Percy didn't get anything of note. People are just looking at her a little bit strangely because nobody's really seen a Shuni. The conversation doesn't go for rumors. It more is, what are you? Where'd you come from?
I just like get up and walk away.
Flint.
I'm not in the mood.
You find out that this gentleman's name is Wine, is all he's known as at this point.
Wine?
Yes. Talks about how you can't go into the woods anymore, otherwise they're going to get him.
Oh, okay.
But he does tell you that before he retired, he was going to go after a quarterstaff set with pearl called Vile Violence. And he tells you it was said to have been created to slay the worm of the gloomy Finn, but was lost over 300 years ago in what is now known as Rahadum.
You said it's called the Vile
Violence.
Violence. And it was lost in a place called...
Now the country known as Rahadum. It's down south in the continent of Garund.
So he was going to go search for that.
Yep, that's what he was going to do until whatever in the forest spooked him to a point where he is done with it. And as he's muttering to you, just occasionally he'll just yell out wine, and then somebody will bring him wine.
Figured out his name. I'll mention that to Merc, the Vile Violence, and see if he knows anything.
Okay.
Would that be like an occult check?
That would be a knowledge ancient weapons check, or
Also
lore
known as
ancient,
Bardic lore.
also known as you have cheat codes. I
So
regret
that's
killing
right.
your wizard.
Up, down,
That
left,
is
right.
18 on the die for a Bardic lore total of... Where is it? There it is. 27.
27 total. Yeah, you've heard of it. Let's see. It is actually what is known as a relic weapon. You don't know what powers it holds, but it was created to kill a black dragon centuries ago, and then it got lost. And that's all you know with that check.
Okay, and I'll pass that on.
Klaus, you're hearing somebody talk about the Mordant Spire and how the elves of the Spire are keeping it so guarded and not letting anyone into the tower. You gotta wonder what kind of artifacts they're holding there.
It was the what of the spire? Sorry,
It's the Mordant Spire.
Mordant Spire.
Mordant Spire, yes.
Okay.
It is an island out in the sea.
Okay.
Kind of off of the land of the Lenorm Kings. Once it was discovered that elves had been in that spire for eons, now people are trying to figure out what they're hiding.
Okay. Alrighty.
And that's the rumors you guys catch for the night.
I'll head to bed.
Yeah, I'll go back upstairs to my room after I finish my drink, and I'll get ready for bed as well.
Everybody has an enjoyable evening. The food is good, at least at the Spear of Ice. The Minstrel's Blade, it's filling fare, but it's not the best. Anybody doing anything else for the evening?
I think so.
Let's see, anything mind-blowing happen overnight? Nope, everybody gets a restful sleep. And the wagons was covered in your guys' board at the fancy place. And you'll be in Melfesh before nightfall.
Woo.
Now that you guys have, something that moves quick.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that wagon. Just for the travel purposes.
Yeah. I agree. These little legs. Don't
Little
move.
legs. Don't move too fast. But in the afternoon, something does happen.
Do, do, do.
Bum, bum, bum. All right. Cinder, give me a D20 check.
Oh boy, here we go.
8.
8.
8.
8.
I ate too many grapes, and my initiative is going to be trash. 8.
8. All right. Those of you who are riding in the front of the wagon, I need perception checks. That would be Flint, Madeira, and who else rode up front? Was it
Thank
Percy?
Yeah.
It was me. Wow.
I got a 21.
I got a 16 again.
21, 16, and Sarge?
17.
As you guys are looking, there's a odd flock of ravens.
I gotta step away for just a moment.
Heard.
Is it a black one-eyed raven?
No.
Winter is coming.
Is your name Winter? Because you're going to be coming. All right.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
It was a
Becca
terrible
is a lucky lady.
Hey,
right.
don't tell her that.
I think she already knows.
At this point, she's figured it out.
I doubt it. I'm a romantic. Yeah, there's an odd flock of ravens that seem to be heading your way.
Nature check.
Yeah. Can I do a nature check or?
Can I just aid her with that? Or no, that's a knowledge check, right? I can't.
Acknowledges you've got a.
No, I don't have it anyway, so. I don't have.
No.
What'd you get, dear?
I got a crit one.
Ooh.
Well, I got 15 for a nature check.
So a total of a 12.
Wow.
Just get it out of the way now. It's fine.
All right, Purse and Flint, what'd you get?
I can make one. I'm just not trained in it. I got a 7. Those
7?
are birds.
Those are birds. Percy, you know that ravens shouldn't be flying in such a hostile manner towards such a large party. They're kind of opportunistic scavengers, not combat oriented. But this flock of ravens is still coming at you.
Also, it's like flying towards us.
They're about to dive bomb you, actually. Initiative.
That's unfortunate.
11 total ravens.
Jeez Louise.
But since you guys notice it, you can shout a warning or stop the horses or do something before.
I'm just gonna fall and can I like roll backwards into the wagon?
No, because you'd have to climb.
Okay. I'll just shout.
Can I pull on the horses as she shouts?
Yes, you can.
I'll help direct the other horses. Or
He's the one controlling the horses. You'll have an opportunity to pull out a weapon, though.
yeah, I guess I can do that. I don't know how good my great axe will be against 11 ravens, but we'll do
On the
it.
bright side, it doesn't look like a swarm. It just looks like a flock. There's a difference.
Gotcha.
I believe the word you're looking for is a murder.
Yeah, it will.
Well, it's
be a-
about to be a murder.
The raven
no.
will die.
Merc for the moment. Klaus, initiative.
17 plus 7 is 25.
Percy,
18.
Flint,
22 for 15.
Kira,
Me? Sorry.
yeah.
29.
You are a little choppy when you talk, Mike. Like it doesn't pick up all the way, like you're not punchy enough.
Weird. That better?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Jade is going on a 4. We're going to start this Sands map because I don't necessarily think we need one for a
Theater of the mind.
flying pile of ravens. All right. Madeira, you are up first.
I'm going to do electric arc and target 2 creatures.
The 2 lead ones. That's just a reflex save, correct?
Yes.
DC's 19.
That's correct.
Okay. What's your damage?
Is it heightened?
It's automatically heightened as a cantrip, yes.
All right. 4 damage total.
4 damage total. All right. So number 1 and number 2 take 4 damage. House, the wagon stopped and Percy screamed birds.
Okay. So in order to see them, I'd have to completely get out, right? From where I'm at. Okay. Wagon stops. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take an action to hop out the side. And am I able to see how far they are, like estimate their range?
They're about 40 feet out.
Okay. Well, now that I'm outside of the wagon, I just want to mark the closest one to me as my prey for my second action. And then for my third action, I'm going to do a quick draw with my bow to pull it and fire an arrow at the closest raven.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit. So 4 plus 7.
19 hits the raven.
All right. So that is a D8, an extra D8. 6, a total of 9 damage.
Number 11, as that drops off in a poof of feathers.
Got one.
Jade's gonna get out of the wagon, draw her bow, and take a shot at the closest one to her. And she will just barely hit. Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I forgot to add my spellcasting ability modifier.
And what's that?
It's 8 points total.
Okay, well then number 1 and number 2 poofed in a pile. And Jade managed to drop number 3. Six is coming in. There are several of you there. Percy, you're getting a beak.
more
But
than
it-
people.
Well, you don't get it because a 10 doesn't hit you, and
Oh.
then its second attack will miss you as well. Flint, you're up.
I'll step to wherever I need and swing. 26.
Yeah.
26. There's only one within melee range. Did you draw your axe or did you draw your bow?
I've got my axe, but I also have lunge, so I can go 10 foot if needed.
Yeah,
so I
the
would
on-
step up as close as I needed to get multiple in range.
there's only one that swooped down. The rest were still milling up in the sky.
Okay, so can I hit the one and then ready a second attack for when one gets close?
You could try.
Okay. So that was a 26 and 11 points of damage for that hit.
26 and 22 points of damage for that hit as
Sure.
that bird.
And then I will
Miss.
ready my axe with the sweep trait for anyone that comes into melee range within 10 foot.
That you can do. And number 10 actually starts diving out of the sky going towards Klaus. Roll your to hit.
18. Sorry, you cut out. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 points of
Like
damage.
his short-
Yeah, it's almost like your mic's not opening when you start to talk. We hear
Yeah.
like the third or fourth word, or I do, anyways.
Wacky.
Okay, I'm back.
We're
Yeah,
getting
working
attacked by a
better
bunch
now.
of ravens. You're on mute.
I'm back.
Kill half of them. They're in the air.
How much damage did you do?
10.
So I'll just pop back to the Aveston map.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It was just a pile of ravens. It's not that big of a deal at the moment. Percy, it is your action.
All right. So Sergeant just obliterated the one that was by me.
Correct. Yeah, there's still a few milling about in the sky.
Yeah.
Um,
I will draw my longbow, and I will shoot an arrow at the closest one.
okay.
This tiny Sheeny with a bow as big as her.
Ooh. 25.
25. That's a crit.
Ooh. Look at me. So do I roll 2 die or do I just double the 1 die?
You just double the one die. Is this a short bow or a long bow?
It's a longbow.
Longbows have the deadly trait.
Yeah, do
That
I
adds
get my
a-
deadly D10 even though it's not a nat 20?
Correct. Anytime you critically hit, you get the deadly D10. So you'll roll a D8, multiply that by 2, and then add a D10.
Wow. Wow, that was trash.
I was gonna say it could still be 3 points of damage, but
Nah, 13.
13,
I rolled a 2 on my D8.
you pluck a bird out of the sky.
And then can I shoot at another one?
You can. -5.
5. Okay. What am I rolling here? That's a total of a 5.
That is a miss. Decidedly not a hit.
how'd you roll a total of a 5 on your second hit?
Well, I rolled a 3, but my thing is +7. So -5, that's a +2.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She rolled garbage.
That's
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah. That's it.
And with that, the other birds are still going to do their thing. 9 swooping down.
Would any be in range for an AOO?
Not currently, no.
Okay.
I mean,
Just whenever there is one, I'll swing at it.
you already had your ready. You already used your ready to action.
But that's not a
He has a
reaction.
reaction.
I used
Oh, you have a
2 of
reaction.
my actions, yeah.
Now let's see. Any of them? Actually, number 9's gonna dart past you as it goes after Jade.
27. Or well, I'd have my map on this, right?
No, you don't get map on attacks of
Okay,
opportunity.
then
It's
yeah,
still
it's a
bonus.
27.
All right, that's a critical hit, so that's just a dead raven.
It's it's dead.
I just imagine you just sort of not even go for the swipe, but just turn this like, front hand.
Just baseball bat.
Yeah, he's tennis racketing the ravens with his axe.
He went yard on that one.
Yeah. Just hold it out and let it run into it. No, I'm good, thank you.
Weird finish from you polishing it.
Well, I didn't hear from polishing it. That's all I heard.
Weird finish from you polishing it.
Yeah.
That's got to be on your end, Dustin, because I'm hearing everything he says.
Oh, okay, yeah, then it's probably just me picking up
No,
portions.
it's up to.
Yeah, it's getting spotty on our end as well.
Yeah.
How are we doing? Are we spotting? Do we sound good?
You're good.
Yeah.
It could just be Spectrum.
Yeah, it's just an open mic thing, so it might be Zoom, it might be Spectrum. Kristen's having the same problem, might be our internet. It's okay. I don't think it's anything you can mechanically fix.
Well, what I'll do is I'll talk a little bit and then say the important bits.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of like Tinder.
Yeah, I'll do the Cinder and Merc storytelling.
No shit. There I was.
Sarge, Raven misses you twice. Klaus, 2 ravens miss you twice. And we go to the top of the round, Merc.
Oh, with a nice roll. That would be a total of 26.
26. All right, Madeira, you're still first. There are 3 ravens up.
I didn't get a chance to go.
Oh, that's right. Your name got pushed to the bottom of the list from last week not being here, and there were so many things that it went off of the. What's your perception, Cinder?
It was a 10, but just being forgotten as all goblins are in society.
Yeah.
You were probably just puking in the wagon like you have been for 3 days now.
Right.
Don't
I
give me
just-
my turn.
Figured you were eating grapes. Sorry, Cinder. What are you doing?
I'll hop out of the wagon, and I see big old fat ravens attacking people.
Yep, 2 ravens on Klaus and 1 on Flint at the front of the wagon.
This is just like my childhood game of Kilgall. Are you familiar with Kilgall? It's a fun game. I'm going to throw a Produce Flame at a Kilgall. All right. Does a 19 hit the bird?
A 19 hits the bird.
I deal 8 damage to the bird.
Bird is roasted.
That's a good turn.
Boom, roasted.
I'll eat that later.
All right, Madeira, back to you.
I'll do Electric Arc again.
There are only 2 up. And what's that damage?
Roll that beautiful blue footage, dear.
That would be 11 damage.
And all the ravens are dead.
Ooh.
Got him.
Can we check their pockets?
Absolutely.
Yeah, run the pocket. Let me get them feathers.
Just singed feathers.
I am gonna hop down and kind of like pet the horses and get them to not be riled.
Horses pee.
That's why I want to pick it up
Horses?
by its throat.
Don't even act upset at the smell of blood in the air.
They're used to that cart.
Yeah, those horses have seen some shit.
They got that 1,000-yard stare.
Just
They got them George
they
eyeballs.
look at you. They don't look at you. They look
Yeah.
at you.
I get it. I get it.
So were they coming from where we are headed?
You couldn't really tell because they came out of the sky.
Does anyone
There's-
sense any magic on the birds?
These birds smell magic.
Is a lingering aura of magic that's rapidly fading.
Ooh.
I lick a bird.
I'll do a perception check.
Arcana to figure out what type of aura And why is this magic?
And that's a 23 to see if there's an evil druid standing on the side of the road, or not you. Not everything's about you.
You don't see anyone on the side of the road. It's some sort of enchantment effect.
Okay.
Kind of like a command or a control animal or something. Like, you're not familiar with the spell.
Does it? I have a question. Does it taste primal? Does it taste divine? Am I able to figure that out?
It tastes
Tastes
Dirty.
like chicken.
It's like roots, trees, and rose petals.
Like tangly chicken.
Can he do an identify magic? Because it's still got the lingering effect.
right. He could guess what tradition it's from because each tradition comes with its own little
Flavor
thing.
file.
You would think this is more of the occult. It tastes kind of slimy.
Yeah. Just like our company Mute, occultism. Oh well, I just tossed it over my shoulder.
We'll just keep our eye out up front. See if anything else is like this.
That the rest of the day passes without incident. You make it to Malfesh. So I take the pour. You guys broke the streak of rolling the high encounters.
Oh darn.
And then Melfish, how big of a town is that? Bigger than Biston?
Oh. Actually, Melfesh is quite a bit. You'd say it's at least triple, if not quadruple, the size.
What level magic item would they have in town? Or how would I figure that out, I guess?
Go to a shop.
Okay. Anybody need to do anything shopping?
I don't, but I'll accompany you if you'd like to go.
As you're looking around, this place has some magical stuff that you would see that you haven't seen since Magnamar. Not quite as good as what Magnamar had to offer. Above game, you could find up to level 4 magic items in this town.
Interesting. And then above game, who needs like a better weapon, runes and things, or armors, or since we're actually out of town and we have some money?
Well, let's see.
Do I need a better weapon?
You've got a magical bow, Klaus, and you've got mighty hand wraps or hand wraps, mighty blows.
I think I would eventually like to upgrade my armor a little bit because right now I am just wearing hide armor. And I maybe if I can find something either like like a armor rune or like another better medium armor to up my AC just a little bit. I think that's something that I'd like to do next.
You have medium armor proficiency, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You could find any base medium armor. Armor runes actually don't come out until item level 5.
Okay.
I have a wooden club.
Are you allowed to use anything metal though?
She can wield a metal weapon. She cannot wear metal armor or use a metal shield.
Is there any weapon that you would like specifically?
Can I wield like a?
None of that came out, Mike. Whatever you said.
Can I wield like a mace?
As a dwarf, you are proficient with a battle axe and a warhammer.
Can I cast?
Wait, I don't know if you are actually. That might be a heritage thing.
That's a heritage thing.
I think you have to take dwarven weapon familiarity.
We'll be right back with you, ladies and gentlemen, as I go over a character sheet.
Over to you, Bob. Oh wait, you are Bob. Mark, anything you need? I don't know what kind of wands we're looking at 4th level, if there's anything. Guess I can pull up the items. I would have thought this through if I knew we were going to be at a bigger town or a town with stuff. That is my fault.
Now, there's a chance it's not there, so just let me know what you're looking for and I can roll.
Right.
The only wand that's within our thing is a wand of widening. So that's...
1st level spell wands are 3rd level.
Are they?
Yes. 60 gold pieces a pop.
Okay. Oh, the app doesn't have... It's got the specific wands, not...
Right, because you have to pay or put the spell on it. So yeah, base wands of 1st level spells are 60 gold pieces.
There's a rope of climbing we could get. That's 3rd level.
Right now, I guess for my armor, the hide armor has a +3 AC bonus already, so that's probably the highest that I see here for the medium armor at least. So, I mean, I guess once we reach level 5, if I can somehow find a rune or buy one for the armor, that'd be great, but I'll just keep what I got for now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good for your stealth rolls. It's literally made of hide.
Yeah.
Is there anything I'm good. I don't think there's anything that I'm in dire need of. We have our 2 healers. Are there anything that we need to help with to support that aspect? Do we
want to pick up some potions and stuff?
I still have 8 of those +4 herbs.
Yeah, I think I still have 2 or 3 potions that I've never used.
I have a couple.
I think I have those I haven't used.
Yeah, didn't you guys get a pile of potions from the lizard folk and not used any of them yet?
I don't know, that
They've all
character
been
died.
handed
Did
out.
we distribute those at all? Because I don't have any in my inventory.
I think I distributed them. I thought I gave one to Sarge, one to Klaus, and one to either Cinder or Merc.
I know I definitely haven't used one, and I don't know if I just forgot to add it to my inventory or what.
We'll have to wait for Merc to get back to look at the loot
Yeah.
list.
I think
Right
I might
here.
have that right there, actually.
Oh, there you are.
Cinder
Yeah,
or
I was just
Merc-
leaning over looking at stuff I could buy.
Cinder or Merc, there's Staff of Fire we could buy. That's a level 3 staff.
What's it grant you?
Produce Flame and Burning Hands, I assume.
But we already have Produce Flame.
Right. So Produce Flame and 1st level Burning Hands. So you get Burning Hands once a day.
Is it burning hands at 1st level?
Yeah, 1st level Burning Hands, yeah.
So you don't staffs don't go off to your caster level. It's
No, so you buy the staff at
okay.
level 3 staff, or a level 8 staff is 2nd Burning Hands, 3rd Flaming Sphere, Fireball.
Gotcha.
So
We got 8 elixirs of life from the Hydra and thing. And I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I
I-
handed at least one of them to everybody.
I put mine in the bag. So whatever's in the bag right now is what I contributed.
How much is the staff?
Yeah, how much is a staff?
60.
I'm gonna pass. For a single spell, that seems a little pricey for me.
Right, and it was more for somebody who doesn't have that spell on their
Yeah.
spell list, right? Because you can cast it from the staff if you don't have it on your list, correct? Yeah. Okay.
I think
So I thought,
Does it recharge every day?
yeah.
And what about
Spend number of charges from the staff? So yeah, you get 1 per day.
And how do wands work? Do they run out and then they're turned to useless twig? Or
once per day.
Wands are once per day as well.
You can force a wand, but you run a chance of breaking it.
Gotcha. Well, I can't think of anything remarkable that I need. Or her main offensive is Shillelagh with melee, and it requires a non-magical stick.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to get just a standard weapon, just to have something else besides a club, Like,
She's
you can
got
buy that at
a couple other things.
I have a spear and a dagger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then you're
Well, let me
sorted
ask you
there.
this, Mike. In Pathfinder, and actually in none of our games, I don't think I've ever asked this or heard anybody ask it. But is there any like special arrows or any magical arrows that I could get to boost a little bit more my attacks for my bow?
Funny you should ask, because
I think
there's
there's one other
all
one.
sorts of magical arrows you could buy.
yeah,
There's
I don't-
spell strike ammunition, there's vine arrow, sleep arrow, and viper arrow.
and there's an antler arrow now that entangles. That's in the APG. So magic wand's level 3, so you could put whatever first level spell you wanted to into it. But
That's
it's
if they
still-
have it in
Right.
town.
Yeah. Well, that's just a basic magic wand. Can't the holder put the spell into it? Or does it have to be at crafting, right? It has to
It's
be
at crafting, yep.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't see anything that I really want right now.
Yeah, or if anybody wanted a material weapon, so silver or cold iron, just to have it, that's level 2 stuff. If they have it, obviously.
Striking
like-
runes are level 4, just so you know.
Cinder would be so fascinated by a predictable silver piece.
Yeah.
How did you know? Flip a coin.
Yeah.
He's got one.
Do you?
It was
That's so
the
funny.
gnomes. They I gotta get
Your
that.
gnome friends?
Well, to be fair, they drank me under the table out of my own pocket, and then they just gave me the coin, which was equal to what it was worth.
Nice.
Gnome
How much are those strike runes?
They're 4th level, so we can't get them yet. But I don't remember what the price.
That you can still buy them.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because it's just the level is more geared towards what towns can have. If the town has it available and you have the funds for it, you can buy it. I can't stop you from buying it.
Gotcha. But
Striking
this
runes
town
are
doesn't-
65 gold pieces.
Okay.
And this town doesn't have that, though, right? Is what you were saying.
They do. They have up to level 4 items.
Oh, I thought it was up to level 3. You are right.
Well, the only thing, if I didn't get any kind of magical arrows, the only other thing I'd want is maybe that striking rune for my bastard sword.
Is your bastard sword magic already?
No.
So you'd have to pay another 30 to get it magical first.
Okay.
Party loot. How much gold do we have in the lockup?
We got enough.
Well, how much is enough?
I said it earlier.
Yeah, he did. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it's 200, right around 200.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a lot.
295.
Just do that.
295?
So almost 300, but you said he'd be paying 90 total, so almost
95. Yeah.
So almost a third of.
Yeah.
I mean, you can look at it, or we might find something on the road. You know, if you're not just sold on that bastard sword, you know, if that's your iconic, we can look at it. But
Yeah, I mean, I could get one for the retribution axe, right? I can make it a striking axe,
Yes, because it has a potency rune in it already.
so I don't
So you
have
can-
to do that. Okay. There are a couple just regular magical items that people might like.
I mean, your bow's magic, Klaus, so you could put a striking rune on your bow.
I think I already have. What I have a rune on it already.
yeah, it's
You
the
have a
potency.
potency rune.
That's what makes it magical. So there's a brooch of shielding. It absorbs magic missiles. Bracers of missile deflection. Same idea. There's the bracelet of dashing, so whoever's wearing that gets a +1 to their acrobatics. And then once per day, you gain a 10-foot status bonus to your speed for 1 minute. They're 58 gold.
I don't know. The necklace of knives is pretty cool.
it's got good flavor.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
but-
What does the striking rune do then? Because I got that confused with the potency rune that was already on my bow.
The striking rune doubles the damage dice.
Okay.
Well, it adds 1 to the damage dice.
Yeah, so instead
Because
of
the greater striking
1d8
rune adds
or-
2 dice.
yeah, so instead of 1d8, you'd be hitting with 2d8 on a longbow.
Okay. That is actually something I wouldn't mind doing.
Would that only be 60 for?
So technically, if I had if one of the whatever the target I was shooting at was my prey, I'd be technically doing 3d8 damage.
Correct. And if you crit, you would do 3d8 plus 1d10.
Yeah.
Times 2.
Times 2 on the 2d8.
Yeah.
So that would be worth it.
That's
I mean,
not a
that's only,
terrible number.
what, only 60? Yeah.
Now, how does setting up runes? Is that a time? Is that like how many
Yeah,
days?
I would need some time to craft it on.
So we could spend a couple days in town if you want to kind of get set up, because this is the last big town we'll go through before
Corvosa.
Corvosa.
Corvosa is going to be a Magnamar-sized town.
Yeah.
So very, very, very lots of different items.
And how long do we have travel till we get there? How many cities, I guess? It was
You've got 3 more stops before you get to Corvosa. Another day's trip to Basselwith, a day and a half to Palin's Cove, and another day and a half to Veldrin. If you just keep pushing through, you can be to Corvosa in 5.5 days.
Would he be able to work on the weapons during travel since he's in a wagon? So could he craft on the way while we're traveling?
I mean, as long as he's not interrupted.
Yeah, if he's interrupted, does he have to start all over?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah.
We can look at either getting it done here because all that time invested could be lost, or we could hoof it out for 5 days, get to a major city where the item levels are even higher, and maybe get something shiny.
Yeah. So that's fine. That's why I just wanted to have the talk. So I'm cool with traveling and then shopping when we get to Corvosa, just because there's more opportunity. But we should also make some more gold then on the way, so that'll slow our travel.
This is a decent sized city. Do you want to check if there's anything needed done here?
Yeah, we can do that. We can stop at the end.
That being said, then, if you guys wanted to wait, then when it comes to the striking rune, I saw that there was like a greater striking, but I'm probably just going to find the same level 4 striking rune, or is there a possibility I could find higher level? You think?
In Corvosa?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But you have
Never
to
been
have
to Corvosa.
you have to have a greater potency rune, right? To put a greater striking rune on it.
Correct.
Okay.
And
So you basically have to have potency has to be there to be a power supply.
yeah.
And then you put on your bells and whistles. You can't put a level 2 on a level 1 power supply.
Right. So
Okay,
+1,
so-
+1, +2, +2.
Gotcha.
Can you add potency later?
To
So
up the potency rune, yes.
Yeah, you can
So,
always
like-
up the potency.
okay, so that's it. So if we just do this now, then there's a possibility that he could just up the potency later if there's anything better in town.
How many days would it take to put this on a bow?
That was my
4 days.
4 days?
Yep.
So 4 uninterrupted days in town.
Well, if that's the case, that could just be, we could sort of Scooby-Doo in town, try to find some wealth or whatnot while we're here. Have either we can make it to Corvosa, or what is it, Corvosa?
Corvosa.
Corvosa.
And do it all there in a major city, or this Dayton to Corvosa, Cincinnati, we can just sort of work in here, get our stuff put together, and then move forward. So either, I don't think we should try to do it on the road, because then all that time could be lost as soon as we have some sort of a scrap.
Right.
As well as Corvosa, if you guys are going to do it there, there's a better opportunity for rumors and jobs in the city of that size versus a city of this size.
So maybe we should do it here and then it'll be done. So if there's other rumors there, it's already handled and we can use our advantage there, right?
Yeah, so we could spend 4 or 5 days here. So 4 days of crafting, a day to make money or a job or whatever.
I'm going to go tuck the kid in real quick while you guys figure out exactly what's going on.
Sounds good.
I feel like fewer of us could handle a job here.
Yeah.
Versus we would probably need more manpower in a larger town.
So, I mean, like my thought is, I guess, kind of above game, but like, how many sessions, would it take to actually travel? I mean, maybe just like 1 or 2 more, but how many encounters we're going to have between here and there. And
Right, but I mean, we could just, I think we can just pedal through and get to Corvosa tonight if we wanted to. Just not do anything in any of the 3 towns.
Yeah.
And get to Corvosa. And then spend 2-3 weeks there. I don't know. How do you don't have a timetable on your.
No, we didn't have a timetable.
So, I mean, we can spend however much time we want to in each town.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter to me. I don't want to leave Merc to be crafting while we're out doing adventures. Then that leaves James here not playing while we're playing.
Well,
Yeah.
and Klaus wouldn't be playing either potentially because you're down your magic weapon. I mean, I guess you could
Yeah. I mean, I just still have my bastard sword, but I mean, like, how would that be any different from the small town to the big town if you guys are out, doing stuff?
We
think
want
we
to be
should-
out in the big town.
I think we should craft it in the small town. That's my theory. Because there's probably less that's going on in the small town. And if there's less that's going on in the small town, then a few of us can maybe handle a certain situation. Maybe we can get some more money.
Well, I guess the other side of the coin of what you're saying too is, like if we go to the big town, and then say like I'm down my main weapon, so I'm basically combat ineffective, and then if Merc is helping me craft, and he's technically down for that 4 days. So if we do go to the big town, I guess there is a possibility that we can find some better stuff, and then you guys could spend that 4 days or whatever trying to gather all the rumors and talk to everybody that you need to get a job lined up. And then
Right.
whenever Merc's done, my bow's done, we're both back and ready to go. Then you guys have had that time, gathered some intel.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a split the party thing. We're not going to leave Merc back to craft while we go fight things.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like, side jobs, not like side murder.
Right. So we can do our earn income stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
and then like
During our downtime activity, Merc would be crafting, and then, Kristen would be at the local temple doing cleric stuff, and
Yeah. I mean,
Xander would be burning down buildings or whatever.
Yeah,
Actually, I have spells to put out fire. I'd probably just work at the bucket brigade.
There you go.
I mean, and I could probably do the earn income as well, and then I could try to use some society checks or whatever to.
Yeah.
Our
James, what's your input on all
to
of
get
it?
some info?
I don't care either way. I see the benefits of doing it both ways.
Right.
So
So do all of we. That's why I'm asking
Small
for
town
your
or
input.
big town?
I just think like we might get something cooler from loot and killing people.
Right. That, and I think you go into the big city with big money, and there's bigger things to buy. Now that obviously takes away from getting the striking runes or whatever. But if we nickel and dime everything here and spend our gold, then when we get to the big city, we've got a lot of jobs to do.
Yeah. So that being said, do you guys want to try to find a small job here, get a little bit more money before we move on, and then not really stop until we get there?
I mean, we can spend the day, see if there's any sort of a rumor, but I'm not going to go out of my way to hunt for like, oh, our sheep have been missing. But if like bodies are washing up on the river, yeah, we'll take a look at that. But I don't think that.
Yeah, so we can sleep on it tonight and see what people at the inn are saying, or if anything's going on, and then
Okay.
nothing real interesting gets our attention, then we'll head out.
Okay, so you're not for crafting here at all. You guys want to craft in the big city?
If there's no interesting job, then yeah.
Are we so wherever we were the night before? like wherever I was talking to the bartender, Mike, was that Malfesh?
That was Biston.
Oh, that was Biston. Okay. And
That
then
was Biston. Yeah.
Arriving in Malfesh. Okay.
So we're in the next town. So we could hustle 5 days and get to Corvosa, or see what jobs are here tonight and then kind of determine it once we find out more information.
Yeah, we'll get the rumors through here, see if there's anything going on. If there's nothing going on, let's move. If not, we'll take the time to sort of lay plans and figure out what we're going while we put together weapons. So a potency upgrade, or sorry, a striking upgrade is 60.
Yep. And so
But you
we'd be
have to
looking-
have the potency rune first.
And we'd be looking at Klaus and I for that, so that'd be 120.
I
Or
would
if you would want it to for your claws.
because I'll be taking some revamp and I'll be up into a D6 and then it'll be 2D6 with the striking.
So for,
So,
The town
is it
of
back?
Malfesh only has one striking rune in
Yeah.
stock.
Okay.
So
big money, big city. How about that? If we can't do more than one or try to get everything put together here, we might as well go to a city that can.
yeah, but that is good to know. So for our main melee guys, whatever that means.
Can
We're
we
looking at it.
purchase it here and install it at another time?
You'd probably have to pay a little bit extra since you're purchasing it from a different crafter, and then you have to pay somebody else to put it on, or if you have somebody who can attach said rune.
Yeah, Mark said he can. So
Okay, so if that's the case, we could just purchase the rune, travel, and then once we get a place that has the more means to upgrade everyone's stuff, we can do it all sort of there. Can you only work on one project at a time?
Correct.
unless anybody else has crafting, I don't.
I
Oh.
don't.
You have to have the magical crafting, and I do have that.
Yep. You need magical crafting to put runes on. You don't have to have the formula to create the runes to do it, but you have to have the magical know-how to put them on.
So
I cannot.
crafting is a skill, and what is magic crafting a general feat?
Correct.
It's a skill feat.
Skill feat.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess let's buy it and head to the inn.
Well, yeah. How does everyone feel about making the purchase of a rune here? Because we know that there's one in stock.
Yeah.
And if we find something better down the road, like a cooler weapon, we can attach it at a city there might be 2 or 3 floating around.
And I like to support local business, so
Hey, Mike, I just want to double check. You said you would need for this striking rune, it is okay to attach it to a magical item as is, or you would need the other one to attach it first?
You'd have to have a potency. So basically, potency makes it a +1/+2, and then you get to add an ability to it. So my wraps, his bow.
Do you guys already have potency on yours?
We got ours as sort of I guess a reward after everybody died.
You got yours for selling the rituals to Devin.
That's right. He wanted the ritual book, and we got potency, or magic items.
All three of you?
Just the 2 of us.
Just you and Klaus?
And
Just
they're,
me and Klaus, the 2 that survived.
Okay.
Flint found that retribution axe.
Does that one have potency?
That
on
one
it?
has a potency, but on striking.
So all 3 have potency, is what I'm asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
so it'll cost us 180 total to get Cinder, Flint, and Klaus a striking rune each.
And if you purchase it from a vendor and leave your weapon with that vendor, they can put it on within that 4 days as well. And then if you buy the one that's available here, Merc can dedicate time to that one. So you wouldn't need 12 days of downtime. You would need 3 vendors, 3 crafters, and 4 days of downtime.
Does that sound good for all? We'll purchase it, and then while everyone else gets their stuff juiced, Merc can work on juicing something else.
Works for me.
yeah, that'll work. Save time.
I'm sorry, internet people, that we had to talk tactics.
They don't watch anyway. It doesn't matter.
I appreciate all 4 of your guys' support.
You guys know we have 296 followers, right?
200.
Wow.
Hey,
I was aware of that.
On behalf of myself for everything that I say.
I apologize for nothing.
We would have had several thousand if it wasn't for all the times I've had to apologize for these people offending different groups.
These people.
Yeah, well, you know, fuck 'em. All right?
No.
It's all in good fun, guys. We don't mean any of it.
Fucking white people, goddamn.
White people first.
Hey.
The worst.
An awkward.
I'd like to apologize to no one because I don't care.
Hell faces are demons.
So what's the plan?
Go to the end.
I
Go to
believe
the
it's
end.
an overnight rumor mill, and then if there's nothing interesting, carry on to Corvosa. And then we'll
Okay.
make purchase of the one striking rune that we can juice everybody's weapon once we get to Corvosa. Is
The
that
first inn that you come across ran by a tall female dwarf named Gira. It is called the Rampant Pilgrim.
Hmm. I'm gonna go talk with my people.
Yeah, Melfash has a pretty decent dwarven population because they do a lot of trade with Janderhof because of the river, as well as the mountains to the south there. They get in a lot of ore from that. This is actually a very industrious city, very fortified.
Is there a factory?
There is not a factory in this one.
That's good for them.
eco terrorists coming in? I can't say I wouldn't help you.
So I assume this inn has a bar.
It does.
I'm gonna go to the bar and talk to people to try to figure out if there's anything going on.
I'm gonna go to the bar and I'm gonna get wasted.
I'm gonna get fucked up.
I'm gonna get so wasted my eyes are gonna go straight.
Is there any girls there? If there are, I want to do them.
I attack the darkness.
The messenger looking for jobs, that's a diplomacy check. If you're listening for rumors, that's a perception check.
Am I able to use lore underworld to find like some?
That would be more of a day trip downtime activity to discover a contact.
I will try diplomacy because my perception is the shittiest.
And then I will do the same thing I did last time. Look for the old man. Just let him know.
Percy, calm down.
Sorry, gosh damn it.
Bad girl. Bad girl.
Goddamn mouse.
So that's a 26 on that ordeal of finding the old man, talking to him. Or if there is one. If not, I'll talk to the bartender.
More a company of old men.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a 22 on a diplomacy check to look for a job.
22 looking for a job. Okay. Cinder, what'd you get?
I got a total of a 14.
Okay.
No one likes me.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk to the goblin here.
The racist.
With good reason.
Yeah, because they're dwarves and they're all a bunch of racists.
No, because you're a goblin and your people are murderers.
That's being racist.
Allegedly.
The sins of the father are not the sins of the son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I've stacked more bodies than all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I did that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys did literally make a bonfire of bandits last session, so
I mean, that wasn't murder. That was self-defense.
I'm gonna talk to the you said the tall dwarf woman?
yeah, she's actually a fairly tall dwarf. She's about 5 foot.
I'm going to comment on that and tell her I'm really jealous. Ask her if she wants to try some of my root mead, and then I got a 24 for perception.
She is all about the root mead. She's a big fan. Merc, what were you doing?
The usual,
The usual.
with a 24 on the performance.
Okay. Percy, did I get your result?
No, I tried too hard to look straight and I went cross-eyed.
That tankard of hard cider you got went straight through you.
Yes, it did.
Oh God, she pissed on the floor again.
Damn it.
Somebody rub her nose in it.
Oh.
Hold on, be right back.
Oh gosh.
Throw the mouse at you.
Merc, you actually make a solid gold piece tonight. People.
I just imagine I'm sitting with this group of like old military men, like cutting up, and the Merc gets on the stage, and so like we're all just laughing at the little bit of embellishment that he makes.
What story does he tell?
These are dwarves. So
It's not
I
all
will-
dwarves, but yeah.
I will sing the saga of the Battle of... Oh, what's a good one here? Oh, how about Sandpoint? The dwarves should appreciate that.
I don't.
Madeira, you find out that Giro's a retired adventurer. She talks your ear off about her collection of maps and keys that she's collected over her time. But other than that, you don't get anything solid. She's just jawing your ear off, telling tales.
Well, I will give her a bottle of root mead as a memento.
With that, she actually will. One good memento deserves another. And hands you a map.
What is this?
It's a trailer.
Can I take it?
Don't unroll it here, but if you ever find yourself in roll me a d10.
3.
3. All right, roll me a d10 again, please.
1.
If you ever find yourself in the Belkzen region, this should take you to a old abandoned dwarven something. I never got a chance to look at it.
Ooh.
In the Mindspin Mountains.
Mind Spin Mountains?
Yes, the Mindspin Mountains.
Shit, that fuck cuts fast.
Well, thank you for your hospitality. It's been wonderful catching up, and I really appreciate this. And
We'll
I'm gonna
actually have to
slap
pass
her on
through
the
the
back,
mind spin.
as is tradition.
Yeah. Is that just Varisia? Do you have the whole?
This is just Varisia. Let me see if I got Avastan. Yep, I have Avastan. Let me bring up the new one here.
Okay. Klaus, you don't get any leads on any jobs. Like nothing's. They're not needing any adventurers to handle anything right now.
Okay.
With your role, Flint, the old timers. They mention.
We're there.
Yep, that's where you guys are. If you scroll out just a little bit more. Yeah. Up towards right under the E in Belkzen is where this map is for. So it might not actually be the Mind Spin Mountains. It might be one of the other ranges that are up that way.
And then where, since we're looking at the big map, where was Rahadum?
Rahadum? Scroll out even further.
Okay, so it's way south.
Yeah, it's on a whole other continent. See Cheliax there? Yep. There it is.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we'd have to go. Okay.
Yep, you got to take a boat ride.
Good deal.
The rumor you hear is that the last they heard over in Janderhof, near Janderhof, some dwarven miners have stumbled into something under the mountains, and those who came back, their faces became masses of writhing tentacles.
And Jahandal?
Janderhof.
Janderhof.
Is
Yes.
there a magical equivalent of a nuke? Like just lay that place to waste.
I'm sure there's something out there. There's some level 10 spells.
I'm gonna wish for that just not to be there anymore. Just gone.
And then we're shunted thousands of years into the future into Starfinder.
Congratulations, you caused the gap.
Woohoo!
Not Cinder.
Not upset at all. Have you seen those cute little glass goblin helmets with the band-aids over the cracks? Love it.
They are adorable.
Love it.
Oh, speaking of Pathfinder, real quick, I figured out the other day. I might have already told you guys, but you can play Starfinder like campaigns, like little short campaigns where you have to make decisions and do like combat rolls and stuff like that on your Echo Dots, or if you have Amazon products.
Yep, played it.
Play on there.
They made an adventure for Alexa.
Yep. Turn off. I have one in my office and it turned on. That's why I was avoiding saying that word.
Good to know.
It's a forbidden word.
The Q word?
Now I know when you leave the room, I can ask it to play Barbie Girl, so that when you come back,
Oh, that's already on there. That's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
only if it's the Leo cover, because the metal cover of WAP actually stuck in my head a lot nowadays.
That was actually not bad. There's like a country one that's like kind of weirdly good. But
There's also one, Lardy B did a parody of it called Wings and Pizza.
nice. That's the WAP I want.
Don't tell your wife.
No, it's not a fatty. It's fine. She enables.
All right. So the plan is, are we just no rumors, no jobs beyond the couple of things that you found?
Yep. So we will sleep for the night and head out in the morning. We did buy that striking room though, right?
Yes.
I just want to make sure we get the gold and inventory sorted.
Yep.
And it was 1 silver a night for everyone to stay.
Now that my hair is clean, it's poofier than ever.
What about the mud?
Did you say clean and spooky?
Oh, you mean your actual dwarf?
Yeah.
I thought you meant when you were dyeing your hair.
No,
I
now,
did too.
now that Madeira's hair is clean, it's poofier than
Oh,
ever.
gotcha. You're looking like
Did you say clean and
Mario on
spooky or
steroids.
clean and spooky?
She's got an afro right now.
Oh, okay.
The humidity is.
Head down.
I was trying to look at your little picture there to like see if your hair was like you're still green or something.
What is it? The ants and the Simpsons, the triangle. That's what it is.
Oh, Patty and Selma. I was thinking more of Cousin Ed after a perm.
That too.
I had a Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus look in my
Yeah.
head, but
Nice.
either way, less than a day, face will lift. And of course, you guys are, and it always seems to happen. This one's actually around mid morning. You've been on the road for a few hours. Let's see which one of you is going to roll it. Purse.
Me.
Yep, purse. Give me a good one.
Okay. I'll roll my big one. I got a 9.
9.
9.
That'll work.
As in, no, we don't want this encounter. 9.
Which number is the encounter you apologize for?
I'm not telling you, just in case I just want to throw it at you just to throw it at you.
Oh, okay. So we can't fudge it, but you can't. Copy.
Yes.
That is
DM.
GM's prerogative.
Yeah.
What's your perception, Dustin?
You didn't roll.
Well, the one I rolled was a 21.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Never is. Not for you.
This is because I want you to strive to do better.
You want me to die to do better.
Strive to
He
do
wants you
better.
to die so he does better.
Oh, perception checks would be useful for those of you who are on the front of the wagon.
Can I use my 21?
Yeah.
You may.
ooh,
Oh, well, never mind. I'm using my natural 20. I just rolled for it. 27.
20,
Wow.
not 20, 27. Heard.
29.
29, also good.
16.
16, also a number.
They're still going.
She liked to hang over the side and let her tongue hang.
There was a fly buzzing about. She was trying to snap at it. Couldn't get it.
Yeah.
Sky raisins.
Sky Raisin.
So we had
Cinder, get the sky
29, 16 for purse. What was yours again, Dustin?
That 27.
At 20.
You don't see shit.
Now, the problem becomes is that I also rolled a nat 20 on its stealth check.
Jeez.
And its nat 20 gets a plus 12.
Ooh.
Beats me.
You guys are going to be awfully surprised.
We did.
What kind of map do we need?
Just give me one of the road maps. And then when you're pulling up the monster, I need a Smilodon.
Melodon.
The magical Leopleurodon.
God bless you.
Leopleurodon. Charlie. The magical Leopleurodon.
Otherwise known as a saber-toothed cat.
I want it as my pet.
Fuck.
Do I? Let's tame it together.
Yes. Can I ride it?
Yeah, you guys got this. I'll continue with the wagon.
Whoa.
You guys try to become, impromptu circus lion tamers, and we'll continue on with the mission. Except I don't want to lose both of our healers.
All right, so Percy is up front.
Percy
So
Flint Madeira.
It's Percy Madeira Flint, because Madeira's in the middle driving the wagon. And what happens is none of you see this thing as it pounces. And
Not the horses.
no, it's going for the small, tasty looking morsel.
Mm.
Percy?
Yes.
It's always me.
Look, I'll raise you if you're dead. It's fine.
Do you have that ritual?
I have stabilize, and then I can heal her.
Not
She's
actual
cheating better, Mike, okay? She's got it already.
We got it. We got it all.
There's a loophole.
COVID-19.
They're size large, correct?
They are size large.
Yeah.
That's it. Pounces from the underbrush, stealthily striking, and goes after the easy meal.
I wish I had strike you right now.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
You do. I know you do. I have a reaction. for shield block, do I have to already have my shield raised?
Yep.
For that? Okay.
Yes.
That's what it was reading as, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to double check.
No problem. Does a 31 hit you?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Does a 31 crit you? Flat-footed.
Yeah.
All right. As it bites you for 2d10 plus 6 times 2 plus 1d6 because you're flat-footed.
Yikes.
Oh.
Look at him smiling.
Yeah. That's
I'm just a fucking cross-eyed pug. Leave me alone.
about to be a freaking no-eyed pug.
Just kebab.
I knew I had a.
Are there massive damage rules I need to look up for you?
Decided I'm not going to tame it as a pet.
You probably want to find a young one to try to tame.
Well, I can't accept it now that it's attacked, our dog.
But the sins of the father aren't the sins of the son. or
Our
something.
dog.
There's some shit like that.
There's 2 individuals. There's only 1 tiger. Your argument's
37 points of damage.
Yeah. I
What?
had a. We did.
I'm sorry, 47 points of damage. I didn't carry the 1.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
So you are
Unconscious?
dying 2 as a result of a critical hit. And then,
Yikes.
does a 28 grab you?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doctor, so yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Its second 2 actions,
Fuck.
it runs away with Percy in its mouth.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, we lost our dog.
That's my shooting.
Oh no.
They move 30 feet per move action.
What are we
Madeira.
gonna do?
How
This-
fast does our wagon move?
40 feet.
Guess what? I'm going to recover your body and stabilize you somehow.
Can't you run over things with other things?
You can use the wagon as a charging weapon.
That's what we're going to do.
Well, it is your action, Madeira.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
much
die.
smell.
Yeah, right. Much sneller.
Wow, I did not that. Wow. So you're going to try to collision into this creature.
Yeah,
Yes,
are any of you on the top of the wagon?
No.
And then
gonna
the
say-
EMT in me is gonna go, couple of bumps.
You're gonna be like Joe Bouchard, like couple of bumps. Roger that.
Couple
Let me
of
look
bumps.
up,
Keep driving.
let me look up collision
Tracks.
rules real quick because
Oh god.
I believe it would be overrun.
So
We're turning
there
into
a-
John Wick here.
is there a spot open in the front of the wagon now that I could? Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
next round you'll be able to roll initiative.
Well, are we out of combat or are we still?
No, combat is still ongoing.
Okay.
As the Pugnificent healer just got aided.
I got kidnapped.
You've been catnapped.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to turn into John Wick.
It is a 3-action move to run over them, and I need a driving lore or nature check to see if you can pull this off.
Got a hero
You have a
point.
hero
if it doesn't go well.
I ain't gonna-
27.
27.
Ooh.
All right. You run over the cat
Nah.
as you move double its movement speed. So you move 80 feet. The horses trample it.
4
and
horses.
It gets a reflex save.
To being trampled?
Yeah. Also, Percy, I need you to make a reflex save.
I don't want to.
So if she like fails, does she die?
How many hero points do you have, Percy?
1.
All right. Well,
Once
You
get
can
the
save
reflex
yourself.
save,
make a good roll, and then if not, use your hero point. It's gonna be fine.
Just don't critically fail it.
Yeah,
I gotta pick a die.
just don't do that.
I don't like any of these die.
So she wouldn't get the saber tooth reflex since she's in its mouth. So wherever it moved, she would move too.
No, because as it's getting trampled by a pile of horses and wagons, it drops her.
Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Natural 20.
She goes right between the wheels.
That's right, girl.
I did.
Madeira manages to steer this thing in such a way that Percy just skirts the middle. Whereas, Madeira, give me 2d12.
That one you never roll.
I forget it every time.
These ones.
Thanks. Oh, what is that? Is that a 9 or a 6?
That's a 9 with a
9. Guaranteed a 9.
15 total?
17.
17 total. As it takes 34 points of damage as I critically failed its reflex save.
Jesus.
The odds are going in my favor.
I want you to know when we kill this saber tooth, and we will, I'm going to take its coat and
What are you trying to do?
But fangs are tough.
thank you.
Are you going to make yourself a saber-tooth cloak with the
Yeah.
fangs hanging up over your head?
I was thinking a saber tooth skirt with the head right there.
I'm just thinking I'm gonna be traumatized by watching you skin another animal.
Well,
This one just tried to kill you.
Flint, it is your action.
so Flint's gonna be pissed and jump off the wagon, charge it. So wherever.
Give me an acrobatics check to make jumping off the wagon a part of your first action, and you continuing your move.
20.
20?
19.
19? All right, that's enough. It'll cost you 2 squares of movement to spring off the wagon. So what's your
That's still
movement speed?
25 there.
Okay, so you have 2 actions left.
So I'll draw my axe and swing on it. 19.
19. It manages to just kind of skirt out of the way.
That's my turn.
Also, the wagon takes 17 points of damage.
I can fix it.
So, yeah, the wagon, one of the axles cracked as the wagon is now broken.
Oh no.
It's not destroyed, it's broken because 17, hardness of 5, took 12.
Oh shit.
Break threshold of 9, HP of 18. All those stats available on the PDF that I've provided you.
So it was only 2d12 for 4 horses?
Yeah. Normal wagons that are smaller only do D10.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't know how you got that stat, so I was curious.
I looked at the game mastery guide provided by Paizo, and then looked at the vehicles and used that as a template to make this one.
Cool.
Any other of my decisions that you want to question?
I'm just trying to learn, bud.
Do you want to run a game?
That's how you learn. You gotta ask questions. Otherwise, you end up like Bobby.
Fair. That's fair. All
Good
right,
with that.
so Percy, I need a stabilized check from you.
You've got this.
Is it just
Roll
a
big.
straight D20?
Straight D20.
You gotta roll a 12 now, right? Because you're dying 2.
Correct.
Ooh. I feel like I can't roll this die again. See, I don't have enough die, Mike. I need some more die. This is why I had to join the
Quit
club.
saying the word die.
Die, die, die.
I've got D20s.
Live.
I gotta use a hero point.
No, you're
Are you
only
using
dying
it?
3.
Yeah, you're not.
Okay.
Yep, you're dying 3. If the saber-tooth tiger attacks her before she can use her hero point,
Right,
you
that's
guys
what I'm
convince
thinking.
her not to use it. I'm gonna laugh. But top of the round, I need initiative from everyone else as the wagon is moving very quickly.
18 for Merc.
Thank you, Klaus.
The 23.
Jade has got a 16. I think Percy, what's your initiative modifier? Oh, it doesn't matter. She's unconscious. Cinder.
17.
17. Oh, the great cat is still going first.
Did I do one?
Yeah, you had one from previous.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it used its stealth.
Correct. Its stealth perception or stealth initiative bonus was mahusive. And well, it's got a guy between it and its meal. So it is going to try to bite you.
Wait, so I'm out of its mouth?
Yes.
That's true. 34 on Flint.
That will be a crit, I believe. Yep.
But you're not flat-footed against it, at least. Plus 6, 24, 48 points of damage.
I'm dying 1.
Dying 2, because it was a result of a
Oh yeah,
critical hit.
dying 2. Yeah, you're right.
And you're wearing armor, correct?
Yes,
Oh, wait, let's
sir.
see if it grabs you. Does a 27 get
Yep.
your athletics DC? Okay, so you are grabbed.
And this is why the 18 bandits is good. The 1 saber tooth is bad.
This isn't even the extreme encounter.
Bad kitty.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yes, 21 is my AC.
What is the hardness of your armor?
Should be 5.
5?
It doesn't tell me right off, so
I think metal is 5
5.
or 7. What's your shield's hardness?
5. For a
Yeah,
steel
so-
shield. Yeah.
Steel armor will also have a hardness of 5. As your armor is broken,
Wonderful.
Something else for me to fix.
on the bright side, you don't take the persistent bleed damage until its next action.
That's good.
You move down to dying 3.
Jesus.
And it's going to run 30 feet. Trying to go off into the brush. It's just a hungry kitty looking for a meal.
The wagon.
It's got me! It's got me! Help!
Can the wagon still move at this point because the axle's broken?
The funny thing about that is it does move at half speed. Madeira, it is your action. The wagon is moving.
Can I turn to try and run over it again? Because I got a 29.
It takes. What's the turn radius on something like that? Bear with me while I double check. Vehicle rules.
I wish I would have taken that striking route now.
I mean, you guys got it, but who knows? In 4 days, that saber-tooth tiger could have been somewhere else.
Right. You never know.
Because it was a random encounter. All right, vehicles, page 174.
Random.
It was. I mean, I could send you a screenshot of what the random encounter table looks like, and you can see it.
I
Yep,
don't
right now.
know. I need to stop the wagon, and I need to heal Percy.
Okay, so a stop action. You made your piloting check. That's one action to stop the wagon.
And then I'm gonna do a 2-action heal on Percy.
Okay.
Is it 3d8 then?
It would be. Are you casting it as a first level spell or a second level spell?
Second.
Then it'll be 2d8 plus 16.
That's a D10, sweetness.
I'm thinking. You said plus 16.
Correct.
All right, so that's 29.
So Percy, wounded 1 with health back. All right. You can make that check or spend a hero point to keep yourself from dying. You're muted.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
was getting there. Anything else you need me to do as a player? You want to tell me how to throw dice and fail?
I mean, cheat better, scrub.
Yeah.
Okay, natural 20. Oh wait, I have to roll the dice for natural 20.
Cool. You're
14.
14. You are now dying 2. Klaus, big old cat just took your friend.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to spend an action to get out of the wagon.
Move action to get out.
Spend another action to mark it as my prey. And take a shot at it with quick draw. Come on. Something good. Ah, dude, that was almost a 20. It like stopped, paused for a second, and then but it's still an 18 plus 8, so 26.
26 hits.
Almost 20. Almost. 5, 8. So do 13 points of damage.
Merc.
All right. So Merc saw that cat take off, right?
Yeah.
I'll move up to the edge of the wagon here so I'm still safely inside of it. And 20, 25, 30. I'm going to reach down, snagging something to throw, and then a telekinetic project. Ooh. That would be a 29 on a nat 20.
Nice.
That's a critical hit.
All right. 3, so that's going to be 2d6 plus 4.
What's the critical effect?
Double damage.
Oh,
It's telekinetic projectile.
right. It's an attack roll, so crit card.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You are a named creature.
Well, that's right. This is Bob the Tiger.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought James was gonna cast Soothe on me, and I was like, I just don't think you could soothe somebody that's currently being mauled to death. I just don't think any soothing would happen.
But what's it do? I can't read it. It's too small. Hypnotic link. Normal damage. And wow.
I have a pet until its subject, or I have a pet until the end of its next turn.
That's true. What was the damage you did to it?
10 on the dice, so 14.
And then suddenly you feel food. Oh, get away, food in your brain.
All right. That was all
you-
3 of mine.
It's true, but since you can control this thing with your mind, dropping something's a free action.
Yep. I'm going to tell it to drop. Drop the
to
thing in its mouth.
ground. Yep. All right, Cinder.
Am I on the board?
You are on the board. You are not on the board.
Where is he?
He got pulled for because he wasn't around last week.
Yeah, but he should have been.
He's like 3 towns back.
Yeah, where am I?
I'm just not.
You're underneath Klaus.
Klaus is on top of you.
Oh, okay.
I swore I had him pulled. That's okay.
Just pick any goblin. They all look the
It's
same.
just another metaphor for the Hydra fight. It's okay. I won't be for this fight either.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? He's right there.
Where was I under?
Under the wagon.
They just got trampled.
Got thrown under the wagon just like that.
Cinder's
Another
also
concussion.
been trampled.
I'll take an acrobatics to get out of the
That I
wagon.
don't know.
Well, the wagon stopped. Do you have to do it?
Well, it's just so I don't have to take an action to hop out of it. Like,
You don't have to because the wagon stopped. I only did that because the wagon was moving at full speed.
so I'll move there. I'll go ahead and do. What's out there? Would I be able to put a flaming sphere on it without burning the grappled creature?
He's dropped.
He dropped him, but yes.
I will pull forth a flaming sphere and drop it on it. Yeah, we'll do that.
Damage.
Save will be 19. 8.
As the creature just kind of stands there stupefied and gets caught on fire.
There goes my pelt.
I deal in flavors of fire and smoke and very little in between. That's my
Jade's turn. Jade's gonna move action 1, get out of the wagon. Move action 2, she's going to rush towards Flint. She has a movement of 30. And move action 3, gonna drag him 10 feet backwards away from this thing. Yep. She just literally just yoinks his body behind her. Oh no, she's gonna stay engaged with the creature. She just. Jade ain't no punk bitch.
She, would you say she eats him?
It was more of a yoink than a yeet.
It'd be pretty hard to eat me. Like Jade's strong, but
Percy? Ow.
I'm feeling great right now. I'm rejuvenated. My eyes are back to the outward position. I'm gonna stand up and be like, "Get the fuck off me!" And I went to do a 2-action heal, or my 2-action divine font spell on Flint.
All right, 2d10 plus 16.
$30.
Nice.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Top of the round, what's the creature gonna do? Merc?
I know that Madeira is pretty mad at it. I'm sure I heard her swearing.
I mean, she did run over it with the wagon.
You would be correct in that assumption.
It is going to turn around, and then it goes 5, 10, 15, thus provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yes. But Jade doesn't have a weapon drawn.
Yeah. And then
But
it
she'll
licks
punch it.
Percy right
She'll
in the
punch
face.
it as it runs by. She's got unarmed.
I'd punch it from the ground as it runs by.
It doesn't run past you, I don't think, did it?
It
Yeah,
did.
it did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you could swing from the ground at a -2.
Yeah, I missed it, but I'm swinging. I'm back and I'm just fighting.
Jade, on the other hand, gets a crit card.
Nice. Job, Jade.
Falcon punched it.
Yeah.
Punch!
Punched it right in the kitty kidneys.
Just like grabbed its tail.
Use that as leverage.
Hulk smash.
All right. That would be a bludgeoning attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same card, isn't it? That's the same card.
Oh, that is the same card. I looked at the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Because I rolled a 44 this time.
It is a kidney punch.
Crushed intestines. Normal damage. Crit effect. The target is wounded 2 and enfeebled 2 until it is no longer wounded.
Ooh.
Yeah, as this thing runs by, she just sucker punches it in the short ribs, and we all hear an audible crack. And the cat just kind of, meow.
What's that Kill Bill punch?
Oh, the 1-inch punch.
Not much damage.
Then it licks Percy in the face and bares its throat.
And then it gets on guard as it regains control of itself. Madeira.
Well, Madeira is pissed. She is it 30 feet away from me?
5, 10, 15, 20. Your speed is 20,
Moving.
right?
She's looking at
I'm not
spells.
moving. I'm not
Oh.
moving. I'm gonna do my Tempest Surge on it, and I need to know if it's 30
Yep,
feet.
it's within 30 feet.
Well, make that reflex save.
Just imagine the curtains on the wagon, like
Just
separating
blowing
a
through.
little bit, and then this lightning bolt.
It's in the shape of an angry fist.
It's like just a finger, middle finger going straight at it
With the support.
with structure.
Is this one D12?
Need 2d12s.
Yeah, those are your defaults. That is 9.
9. Do I?
9 total?
No. Hold on. Yeah, 9 total.
You rolled 2 or just 1?
2.
Okay.
Did it happen to fail?
It happened to fail, as it is now clumsy 2 and has 2 persistent electricity.
And wounded 2.
Yeah, what's the wounded do for it aside from like when it dies real hard?
Just when it dies real hard.
Okay.
It would go to immediately to dying 3 rather than start.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, that hurt. Last action.
I will get off the wagon.
The wagon stops here.
Jump off the wagon.
Yeah, we're at a stop, right?
Yes, you are at a stop. Madeira just splashes into the pond.
Yeah. And can I scream, like, lead it towards me into the water? If I get it in the water with electricity, does it do anything?
Zip, zap, zip.
I might give it a chance for something fun and wacky. The game doesn't have that. That's just me as a creative dungeon master. Flint, your action.
Hey, Flint still has orc ferocity, just let you know. Not that matters.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, me neither, apparently.
So what that means is you spend a reaction and you stop at 1 hit point.
Right.
So you'd have to remember that.
Right. Again. So Flint's going to look around for his axe, but since she drug me 10 foot away from it, or my axe would actually be over here by Cinder. So he's just going to kind of look around. He will stand up and draw his composite short bow and fire a arrow at it. For a natural 1.
Can I get a crit fail card for Mr. Sarge?
It's going well. I was 100% going to get up and use my clan dagger instead, but then I want to be able to get to it.
Is 21.
And it just should have done that. Would have worked better.
All right. Ranged. You take a -2 circumstance penalty to attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
You lost the target. Apparently the cat lifted its tail, showed you its butthole, and you went, whoa.
Yeah.
The Eye of Sauron.
Or it could be all the blood running down my face where it crushed my innards in my brain. And
You realize that part of your armor has 2 big, giant, tooth-shaped holes in it.
Yeah.
It poked you right in the nurple.
All right, that's it.
Klaus, it is your action.
Alrighty. Well, since it's right here in my face, I'm going to free action drop my bow. And still marked as my prey, so I'm going to quick draw my bastard sword and take a swing at it. That is 15, 8, so 23.
23 hits.
So I got that two-handed. 12, so, 12. And 8. That's max damage for 20.
You have a 0 strength modifier?
Oh, yeah, plus 3, so 23.
23 points of damage.
Thank you.
All right.
Is it still standing?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, that's 2 action. No, that's 1 action, technically, right?
Yes, that is only 1 action.
All right, well, I'm going to swing again at the -5. What is that? Well, that's a natural 20 after it landed on the ground. At the -5 plus, so it'd be 15 plus 3, it'd be 18 total, but it was a natural 20.
That is going to make it a hit,
Okay.
not a crit. But it turns
Clumsy.
a miss into a hit.
Okay. And then do I still get the second D8?
No, that only happens the first time you hit something around.
That is only an additional 5 more points of damage.
5 more points of damage, and you slay the big giant cat of doom.
Finally. All right. Here you go.
I want to walk up to it and just stab it with my dagger.
Jade kind of, no, oh.
I'll stab it in the eyeball so she can still have the fur.
Who's your god?
It tried to kill me.
And then
What
did we miss?
What?
Kristen went up and stabbed it with her dagger after it was dead.
Okay, that's fine. It's not like she's like set it on fire.
Jade just felt a little bit the value of the
If he had
tide
the
just
skirt was
dropped.
down, it's not like she like carved off its eyes or something. I'm not even gonna think that's too.
She literally just stabbed it in the eye.
Did you stab it in the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you're finishing a kill, but not like.
exactly.
I don't see anything awful about it.
And I was being considerate because my best friend wants to use its fur.
That's fine.
I'll use gust
We're
of
best
wind.
friends?
Not if
BFF
you spin this
forever.
thing in front of me.
I'm gonna battle medicine you, ma'am.
I'm cool.
Or you could just take 10 minutes and not waste the battle medicine.
Yeah, because
I
combat's
only
over.
had 27. You gave me 29.
Flint's just gonna go to the side of the wagon and kind of lean up against it, inspecting his armor, panting.
I'll heal Flint.
While they're doing that, can I assist Mark in checking, see what needs to be repaired?
Use a hero point.
I am gonna use a hero point on that. All right, much better. 29.
That's 48 healing.
All right, Flint.
It's better than that crit one she rolled before.
It
that.
was an actual crit.
Very nice. Very nice.
Can I sniff to see if there's any more of these in the area?
21.
I'm full.
You sniff around. The only one you smell is this one.
Okay.
I think we should carve it up for meat. Don't you think?
Well, predators.
I'm
tend to
okay with
taste
that.
Awful, but at the same time, I eat bullfrog and trash. I got dibs on the hindquarters.
Mark, how long do you think it's going to take you to fix this wagon? We might be stuck here for a little bit of time. So
26 on the craft.
26 on the craft. This time. Oh, it's just a little bit here, wrap it up there, do a little this, do a little that, and boom, ready to go.
all right,
Like magic.
All done.
Takes about an hour.
cool.
Guy, I'm not even gonna pretend that was pretty good.
Jade says, does anybody want to do anything with the hide?
Yes.
It'd make a great rug.
I mean, it also sell for a fairly decent amount.
And just think, Percy, every time it gets dirty, you can take it out and beat it.
These sort of exotic furs typically go for a much higher margin than your normal stuff. As she goes into like this mercantile spiel about how she's pretty sure she could get at least 2 gold for it.
Even with its singed fur?
Yeah, if it was in perfect condition, I probably could have gotten 10 gold for it.
Can I do any sort of, I mean, can we do any mending on it or prestidigitation?
No.
It's organic.
What about the teeth? Are the teeth worth anything?
That would have been like a total like skin for a collector to lay out or taxidermy.
So the teeth are included.
A question.
Yeah.
Could you possibly use heal, which helps rebuild organic material and make the skin in better shape?
No.
Ah,
Thanks for trying.
there
Because
was
the creature is dead, so the heal spell wouldn't have an effect.
That's when Necromancer cracks his knuckles and says, "This is when I come in."
Right. You need a late stage healer.
Yes, yes. This would be a perfect reincarnation. Oh yeah.
Hey, where's that owl we just killed?
Anyway,
Is the water over here like super shallow? Is it just like a tiny pond?
Yeah, it's just a little. Looks like just a tiny little stock pond.
Can I go try to wash the saliva off of my body?
Yes. Yes, you may.
you doing okay there, Flint?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll be all right. And he's taking his armor off currently and inspecting it.
Does
If-
he need healed again?
No.
No, the armor has 2 large tooth-sized holes in it.
Yeah,
if
matching the scars on my chest.
if you guys are going to make a cloak out of that, I want one of the teeth.
Well, Percy said it would be a bad reminder, so maybe we should just sell it when we get to
I
Corvo.
just don't want to watch you do it. I'll just sit over here in my happy little pond splashing, and you go do what you need to
Glenn will walk over and rip the tooth out.
Well, there goes our 2 gold.
do.
So 31 for the strength check.
Yeah, you snap a tooth.
But I'll just hand it to Merc. I won't even say anything.
All right, I want the other one then.
Why doesn't Percy get it? It should go to the two people that it like.
I don't need that reminder.
But it's like, look at what I bested.
No, I don't need that.
So
Okay.
I'll rip the other one out with a 29.
Yeah, you pop them both out.
Is there any signs of like this was a constant area this cat went? Like, do we have any signs of like a trail that would take us back to where it stays?
Like a den.
There's no like game trail that it would like intelligently like normally follow back and forth.
Yeah.
I mean, Klaus and I could do like survival or something.
I'm gonna smell the air again. Try to
Oh
see
my
if there's
God.
some sort of a magical issue to this.
All right, roll random chaos dice here. No, nothing, no residual magic in the area.
Guys, I was thinking those birds, because the birds are all occulty. You think Smelly Grandma's after us?
Smelly grandma.
Do what? Do you remember Klaus?
No.
Smelly
Oh,
Grandma?
yeah. Yeah, I remember that smelly grandma.
The hag.
Yeah.
What heck?
Yeah, she got away. Never.
While they're discussing this, I'll take Flint's armor and spend the next hour beating on it, and 24 on the craft check to repair it.
Yep, you hand it back to him.
There you go.
For an hour.
One will just got a clap.
Are you
Still just
guys?
sitting in the water, reflecting life?
It's been a couple of hours. You could still make it to Malfesh just after nightfall at this point.
Well, if we leave the cat in the back, it won't go bad. It's just
Or,
the fur.
I'm sorry, Basilith, that's what you're heading.
Or is it no longer any good because teeth are out?
It's not going to be worth as much. Ripping the teeth out knocked it down to 5 silver.
Yeah, let's make a blanket.
Yeah, we'll make a blanket for the wagon out of it.
Don't look at me. I'm good at burning stuff. I mean, cutting stuff. I just make like 3 knives appear. I mean, I'm okay at it, but I wouldn't call myself
I can do it.
a tanner. And the knives disappear.
Actually, that's kind of one of my specialties. I have war tanning.
Yeah, I was wondering when the person who had the skill would.
I was not paying attention, so yeah, I can do
No,
it.
that's fair. Give me your lore tanning check.
You're right. I don't think I've ever actually made a roll for that. So let me go back to
You have not. You guys have killed a lot of things where you might have been able to make some money off
Like
the
a
hide.
hunter.
well,
Hero point.
I got a 7. So I rolled.
I mean, you do have a hero point. The session is almost over.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
YOLO, fuck it.
Not to metagame or anything, but it's 9:45.
You're right.
The second one shows up.
That's a lot better. That's an 18 on the die for a total of 23.
18 on the die, total 23. That is going to be enough to make the hide usable for a cloak making.
You want a cloak or a blanket? We can just stretch out on it when we ride everywhere.
Yeah, whichever way you want to go with it.
Is that good?
Are you pushing on to Basilith, or are you working by the dead body?
Push on.
Push on.
All right. You make
Onward.
it to the town with no incident. Up next session with Sergeant Flint and Cinder's cutscenes.
Ooh, cutscenes.
Oh, cutscenes.
Because congratulations on level 4, everyone.
Yay!
You didn't die.
Huzzah!
Any extra XP on that?
All the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Flat level 4.
No, you guys weren't going to make it, but Cinder putting together something I've been dropping hints along the way of with the encounters. Got you the extra XP to get to level 4.
I figured something out.
Look at
Sally
Cinnamon.
Grandma?
Yeah. Fuck that.
And we'll see everybody next week.
All right. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week to see the nice cutscenes. Have a great one.
Bye.